Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Streetcore Dave, and PRS have released two cool guitars today. So let's talk about cool guitars. Yes folks, we are back talking about PRS because they just released two brand new Telecasters. Yeah, they're Telecasters, and we're going to talk about them in just a few moments. Before we do, please hit that subscribe button on the YouTubes and make sure to be subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you get notified, and make sure you like this video. Watch it all the way to the end for the bonus surprise, and leave a comment in the comment section if you don't mind. We're talking about the PRS MYLES Kennedy and the PRS NF53. Two Telecasters, which we kind of knew were coming. We didn't know both of them were coming, but we knew one of them was coming, and that's the MYLES Kennedy. So thanks for joining me. It is, yeah, look, MYLES Kennedy, the singer from Alter Bridge, singer and guitar player from Alter Bridge, the lead singer of MYLES Kennedy's solo career, and of course he is well known to lots of people from /MYLES Kennedy and the Conspirators. And this is where I got to know MYLES Kennedy and became a big fan of his work because he is a phenomenal vocalist. He is also a very, very good guitar player. Always see him play PRS guitars. And he's been a PRS signature artist for over 20 years. And eventually, apparently, they said to him, it's time for you to do a signature. And they came up with the Telecaster. So yeah, it's the Telecaster. Yes, but there is two guitars, the NF53 and the MYLES Kennedy. I think they really should have come up with another name, not just the MYLES Kennedy, the PRS MYLES Kennedy. And if you wanted to be fancy, you could say the Paul Reed Smith MYLES Kennedy. It's too many names. Maybe you could have gone the PRS MYLES Kennedy Dream Believer, the PRS MYLES Kennedy Dark Horse. Why not? I don't name guitars, I don't know, but they probably could have put 20 minutes into coming up with a name. But I like MYLES Kennedy, I'm a big fan, so I appreciate that he has his own signature model. I think it's very cool. And yeah, I like it. I like everything I'm seeing about this so far, and the NF35, and we'll talk about them. They're both very similar. There's a lot of similar specs, and there's a few differences. And interestingly enough, the differences I think make one of these guitars far superior to the other, but you know, you can be the decider of that. So here are the same specs. They have swamp ash bodies, all of them, maple necks and fretboards, a 22 frets, a 10-inch radius, and a 25.5-inch scale length. They're of course bolt-on necks. The price for these guitars is the same. $28.99 for those of you in the US, of course. In the UK, Andertons have these currently priced at £3,099, which I think is high considering the US price. And in Europe, I haven't found a price yet for them, so not sure what's going on, but maybe Toman had gone home for the day. I don't know. They also, of course, come in the premium gig bag that, you know, the silver skies and everything came in. So yeah, PRS not big on cases, big on premium gig bags, which is nothing wrong with that, because they are a very good gig bag as well. They're nothing cheap. Anyway, rolling on. These both guitars come in 5 colors and different colors for each one as well. So let's go through the colors and give you my thoughts on the colors, because that's important. People will buy them because of aesthetics, and I think that's even said in the PRS video. So let's dig into that. The MYLES Kennedy, 5 colors, vintage natural. I like this because it does look Telecaster-ish, like a blonde Telecaster-ish. I like that a lot. Again, coming with the traditionals, we got a tricolor sunburst, which is nice. And if you're like green, which I do, Hunter Green, which MYLES Kennedy plays this one in his introduction video for the guitar. This seems to be the main color they're pushing. I think it's very nice. It looks very, very cool. There's an antique white as well, and there is a black. Now PRS, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you somehow take feedback, I want to tell you something. When you take a picture of a black guitar, do not put it on a black background. Some of us on YouTube are trying to steal your pictures to use them on our videos. And we can't if you have black guitars on black backgrounds. I know, what else am I supposed to do? I'm promoting your guitar, give me a break, man. Yeah, black background, black guitar. Really couldn't see the guitar in the pictures. I don't know why you bothered. Put a white background or a grey one. You know, get something different going on. They didn't learn their lesson with the NF53 because they also have black. Anyway, black dog hair is a second color. It looks like that. There you go. Blue Mateo. Now, I like Blue Mateo. I think it's one of the better colors of PRS, and I like PRS colors. I really do. So I like this one. I had a PRS SE Custom 22 in Mateo Blue, and it was beautiful. I loved it. So that's going to be my choice for that. McCarthy Tobacco Sunburst is another color, and then white dog hair. These guitars, these ones, the NF53, splitting opinion online so far already. Looks a little bit like this Harley Benton, don't you think? I think it looks a little bit like, and these ones are $200, so, you know, save yourself over $2.5 grand. So yeah, these, I don't know, the Myles Kennedy ones to me look an awful lot better than the NF53. Aesthetically, I think that's going to be my choice, considering they're the same price. So if they're the same price and one of them looks a lot better than the other, in my opinion, what is the reason you might buy the other? Well, there are some significant differences when it comes to electronics. The pickups are different. Narrow field DDs are the pickups on the NF53. And Paul Reed-Smith himself in the introduction video says that this guitar pretty much is based on a Blackguard 53 Tele that he has. But of course the pickups are different. There's only a 3-way switch on this one. There's no push-pull, there's no fancy pantsness. It's just a guitar that does all the things you need it to do. But the Myles Kennedy, now that's a different story, because the pickups are the narrow field MKs. Wonder what MK stands for. Mortal Kombat? Probably not, probably just Myles Kennedy. Yeah, 5-way switch in this one, so you got a little bit of more tonal choices there. Push-pull in the tone knob, and it's interesting because it's like a preset tone roll-off, which is very interesting. When the tone knob is pushed down, it's a single coil sound, single-ish coil sound you're getting, and then it becomes more of a humbuckery sound, very darker, much darker kind of sound. Very interesting how they've done that, and a nice thing. Paul Reed-Smith seems to think it's a game changer. In the video that they did about it, I think it's very cool. I think these could be their own standalone guitars, like, you know, the Strat, the Tele, they've got their own place. The Myles Kennedy fits somewhere between a Tele and a Les Paul, maybe. I don't know. It's a very nice guitar, and we've known about this for about a year since Myles started taking them out on the road, and there were so many questions, and people had lots and lots of time to ask him because he just kept playing with it, the guitar that is. And yeah, it's here. It's finally here. I think for $3 grand-ish, it's cheaper than or in around the price of the Silver Sky when it launched. Am I wrong to say they were $32.99? Maybe that was just a special edition. I don't know, but very cool guitars. I think Myles Kennedy is phenomenal, great artist, big fan of Myles Kennedy, so I'm very happy to see him get his PRS signature. Wish they'd come up with a more interesting name, but Myles is cool, so, you know, I'm not going to argue about that too much. I'd pick one of these up over a Silver Sky, absolutely, all day long. It's interesting to me that PRS are going down this road though, because it's a Silver Sky is a Strat, basically. I mean, you put that beside a Strat, people who don't know guitars are not going to pick the two apart. This is different from a Telecaster though. There is enough differences. People are not going to just say, oh, it's a Telecaster. It's different enough. Pickguard's weird, by the way, if you've seen that. Yeah, so what's next from PRS? The PRS Jazzmaster. That'll be a fun one. PRS Mustang. Yeah, I mean, they could do the entire Fender catalog, or they could just jump over to Gibson and do like a PRS Flying V. I think that'd be fun. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. That's the Myles Kennedy PRS and the NF35. Let me know your thoughts on these guitars. I'm a fan. I think they're cool. When's the SE version coming out? 18 months to 2 years, so don't get your hopes up just yet. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. My name is 3-Chord Dave. I'll be back with another guitar related video very soon-ish. And until then, take care.